Recording started.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. Wa nashhadu anna sayyidina maulana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير. I'd like to welcome all of you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah be on all of you. Now, as you are probably aware of it now, Module 2, lesson number 12, and it's a verb form 1 to 10. And tonight, classroom Ustada is Ustada Bushra. And I would like to remind all of you to keep yourself mute, please, during the class time. And if Ustada asks you to unmute and answer a question, then you can do so. If you have any questions, please leave it for the latter part and not during the class while she is conducting the class. I'd like to welcome our Ustada Bushra. Please share the document and start the lesson.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير ربنا زدنا علما. Today we will be beginning our lessons on verb forms, one of the most interesting and important topics in Arabic grammar. So in Arabic grammar, the verb forms, they are divided into 15 categories, from which only from form 1 to form 10 we would be covering. The other 5 after 10, from 11 to 15, these are very rarely used in Quran, so we would not be focusing on that. We'll be focusing only on the first 10. From module 1, we already know about the first form, which is fa'ala pattern. And I would like to first focus on the terms which we need to memorize. So the first term is fa'ala. We called fa'ala pattern forms, verb forms, as as-sulathiyul mujarrad, which means original trilateral root verb. So mujarrad means original, and as-sulathi we know it's trilateral, so it's 3-lettered root verbs. This is the original root verb which we were focusing on from module 1. Mostly we were covering these trilateral root verbs. In this lesson, inshallah, and in upcoming lessons and upcoming all lessons, we would be discussing the more than 3-lettered verbs and how it is formed. Now, the first term, as I mentioned, as-sulathiyul mujarrad. As-sulathiyul mujarrad, it is original trilateral root verbs, which is fa'ala. We know it is like nasara, daraba, fataha, faruma, the babs which we learned. This is form 1 verbs. From form 2 to form 10, these forms are called as-sulathiyul mazid. Mazid, so mazid means, mazid comes from the word za'ada, which means to increase. So increase, so let's say an extra letter, something is being added to this trilateral root verb. So extra letters is being added to this trilateral root verb, and that is how from form 2 to form 10 the forms are formed. So as-sulathiyul mazid, these are from form 2 to form 10 is when the extra letter is added to the original trilateral root verb. So the two concepts we learned, two terms, is as-sulathiyul mujarrad, which is original root verbs, trilateral root verbs, and as-sulathiyul mazid, um, it is extra letter is added to the trilateral root verbs. Um, Let me go to this chart. So we mentioned here, so we form 1 is as-sulathi al-mujarrad, and from form 2 to form 10 is called as-sulathi al-mazid. So this is more than three lettered verbs. We'll find it in these forms. The second priority in this lesson is about chart memorization. So the second priority we would memorize is the 9 conjugations of this chart. So these 9 keys of conjugation, it is the core system of this verb understanding. So this 9 keys of conjugation, starting from madi till mudari majhul, we have to memorize by heart and very quickly. So we would divide these 9 keys of conjugation into 3 parts. The first part is the verbs. We know madi maruf, mudari maruf, amr, and nahi. So this is verb forms. We already know madi, mudari, amr, nahi. So we just memorize it. Madi, mudari, amr, nahi. The second type is under, we see it's isms. So it's ism. So we for the ease of memorization, we would say instead of ismu fa'il and ismu maf'ul, we would say just fa'il, maf'ul, mastar. So fa'il, maf'ul, mastar. It is the second part. And the third part is the passive forms. Madi majhul, mudari majhul. So it goes like Madi Mudari Amr Nahi, Fa'il Maful Mastar, Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul. Madi Mudari Amr Nahi, Fa'il Maful Mastar, Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul. It should be learned, it must be learned very quickly. It should be like Madi Mudari Amr Nahi, Fa'il Maful Mastar, Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul. Okay. Can I call someone? Can from the new batch of students? Can someone come forward and tell me if you have learned this? That is great. If not, you will just read it and you will just do it very quickly. This 9 keys of conjugation. Is anyone there? Let me see.
Yeah, you can start from Sister Nazneen.
This is Shamila, Ustad, yeah.
Shamila, okay.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
If Sister Nazrin wants to do it, most welcome, yeah. Yes.
Sure, I can do it. Madi mudare majhul nahi, ism, file, maful, masdar, and madi majhul, mudare majhul.
I couldn't
Hello?
hear. Can anyone
Oh, you
hear
couldn't
me?
hear? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Madi mudare majhul, mudare majhul amar nahi,
Sister,
ism,
let's start.
file,
We would for the ease of memorization. Remember how we have memorized? It goes
yes,
like this: Madi
madi,
mudari amr nahi. Just Madi
yes,
mudari amr
mudare
nahi.
nahi,
Fa'il maful mastar.
maful, masdar,
Madi majhul mudari
majhul,
majhul.
mudare majhul.
Okay.
Yes, and now I remember. Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
tell by heart.
Yeah.
मादी मुदारे अमर नहीं,
Mhm.
फाइल मजूल मजदर,
Maful. Fa'il maful.
फाइल मफूल मजदर, Mudare majhul,
First
ila,
Madi.
and
No, just
Madi
yes,
majhul, that is
Mudare.
ila, and Mudare majhul is alu.
Alu. Yeah. Okay. Can you do it once more? Just
Yes.
Madi Mudari Amr Nahi,
Yes.
File Maful Masdar, Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul.
Mudare majhul. Madi mudare amar nahi, file maful masdar, madi majhul, mudare majhul.
Good. Next person, please.
Yes.
I try?
Yes, sister. Sister Shamina, right?
By seeing or not
Rise.
seeing? By watching or
Rise.
not?
Not seeing.
Okay.
You can't see the screen anyway. It's too small.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the other side.
Madi.
Okay.
Can I try?
Of course, yeah.
Hello?
Of course.
Sure.
Of course.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Just a rice.
Madi mudare amar nahi, or file maful masdar, and madi majhul mudare majhul.
MashaAllah. Very good.
Brilliant. Good.
Then Sister Shamila, right?
Yes. Madi mudari amr nahi fa'il maf'ul masdar madi maj'ul mudari maj'ul.
Very good.
MashaAllah, very good. Okay, then we have okay.
Sister Habiba will not speak, she
Yeah,
said.
she's not speaking. Okay.
Okay. Others are Brother Irfan, can we test you, brother? I know you have done it well. Do you still remember it?
Yeah, inshallah ta'ala, I'll give it a go. I'm driving at the moment, but inshallah I'll give it a go. Mazi muzare amar nahi, fa'il maf'ul masdar, mazi majhul muzare majhul.
Okay. Good.
Very good.
Good.
Okay. I think we can go to the next part. Inshallah. So the first priority we said this term Sulathi al-Mujarrad, Sulathi al-Mazid. Form 1 is Sulathi al-Mujarrad and Sulathi al-Mazid is from Form 2 to Form 10. Second priority is to memorize these 9 keys of conjugation, this part. Now we will go how these forms from Form 2 to Form 10 is actually originated. So we already know the Form 1 pattern.
So Muhammad, I will be away for 5 minutes, okay? Inshallah.
Okay. So the Form 1 pattern is fa'ala, right? Fa'ala, we already know this is the original trilateral root verb. The Form 2, we said from beginning from the Form 2, some extra letter is being added to Form 1. So what is happening here? From fa'ala, it becomes fa'ala. We see that ayn kalima here is added, right? So there's 2 ayn kalima. So we had fa'ala and 1 ayn kalima is added and it becomes fa'ala. So by this, it becomes a 4-lettered verb. Okay. So Form 2 is formed by ayn kalima being added. This is Form 2. The next form is Form 3, which is an alif is being added in between fa kalima and ayn kalima. So after fa kalima, we have alif here, and it becomes Form 3, which is fa'ala. Form 4, this is the only pattern you would see which begins with a hamza. And you see it is af'ala. So what happens here, that fa with the fatha takes a sukun here, right? This fa takes a sukun, and a hamza is being added in the beginning. So it becomes af'ala. So fa takes a sukun, and this is the only pattern which begins with a hamza, and it is af'ala. Also, do not confuse this pattern with we have discussed is ism tafdil. So ism tafdil is, as you know, it is the pattern is af'alu, right, with dhamma at the end. So remember, form 4 is af'ala, lam with a fatha. So form 4, it is af'ala. So it's form 2, 3, 4. Fa'ala, fa'ala, af'ala. Then the fifth pattern, this is what is happening here. Can anyone tell what is happening here? Tafa'ala. Do you see any similarities here?
Yes.
Yes, sister?
Yeah,
What do you
there's a ta added at the beginning of the
Right.
form 2.
Yes. Okay. So this is form 2 plus ta, as you said, right?
Yes,
So it
yes.
becomes tafa'ala,
Yeah.
form 2 and 5. And then, Sister Shamila, what is happening here?
This is there's another ta added in at the beginning of form 3, tafa'ala.
Right. So fa'ala and tafa'ala. This is 3 and this is 6. We would remember these numbers because 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5, 3, 6. So from form 2, if we add ta, it becomes form 5, tafa'ala. And from form 3 plus ta, it becomes form 6, tafa'ala.
Yes.
Then this starts with 7, 8, 9, 10. If you see these forms, the last forms, you would see that they have in common the sound beginning with E. So alif with a kasra, right? So it's E sound. In fa'ala, ifta'ala, if'ala, istaf'ala. So E sound is beginning here. So remember E sound beginning from form 7, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10 has E sound. Now, the differentiation here is that in form 7, this is in, noon with a sukun, in plus fa'ala, right? So in is being added extra in form 7. Then in form 8, what we have a ta, which is added in between fa kalima and ain kalima, as you see. And as we said, the from form 7 to the form 10, it will have a E sound. So we have E sound in the beginning, and the fa takes a sukun. So it is ifta'ala. So this ta is actually extra in between fa kalima and ain kalima. So this form 7 is infa'ala, form 8 is ifta'ala. Then we have form 9, which you see, which is colored in another color, because it is very rarely used. It's a very rare pattern which is used in Quran, and mostly this is colors and body defects. And it is, the form is if'alla. Form 9 is if'alla. And then form 10, it is ista. Again, ista is being added plus fa'ala, but fa here takes a sukun again. So here the fa takes a sukun, and here you see again the fa takes a sukun and ta is being added in between in form 8. So istaf'ala, it is form 10. Is it clear? Is it okay?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Okay. I would like to, just a moment. Okay. I would like to go to this. Okay. let me just very briefly, very briefly, just touch on the meanings which the forms have. So each form will have a common type of meaning, okay? These meanings, these definitions will go very deep in each lesson, from beginning from the, not next lesson, but next lesson. We'll begin to deeply go to each form and understand the common meanings. But I'll touch very simply to just explain what these common meanings are. So let's start with form 2, because we will be starting from form 2. We're focusing on form 2 to form 10. So fa'ala, we know this is normal pattern, which we already know from module 1. This is babs. Nasara, daraba, fataha, karuma. The form 2, which is fa'ala, here, fa'ala, what type of meaning it has? So fa'ala, as you see in the screen, it has a causative or intensive meaning. What it means, for example, I like this example of kasara. So kasara means to break, okay? Kasara means to break, but kassara means to smash. You see the intensified meaning in the action, to smash into pieces. So kasara is to break and kassara is to smash. So form 2 has intensified meaning or causative meaning, which means you are causing something to happen, okay? In the same way, alima is to learn, and allama is to teach. So you're kind of causing or making someone to learn, right? So making someone to learn, you're causing someone to learn. So form 2 has causative and intensive type meaning. Form 3, it has interaction between two or more parties, which means, let's look at the example here. Qatala is to kill. We know qatala is to kill. And form 3 form of qatala is qatala. So qatala is to fight with someone. So you are involving another party into it. So involving between two or more parties. So qatala is to fight with someone. Form 4, afala, it is causative meaning of form 1. Okay, causative meaning of form 1, which means, let's say, kharaja, here we have kharaja is to exit, and akhraja is to make someone exit, okay? Or we can say karuma. Karuma is form 1. We already know karuma is to be honored. And akrama means to honor someone. So you're making something happen. You're causing something. It's a causative meaning of form 1. Then form 5, tafa'ala, we already mentioned. It is from form 2. It comes from ta plus form 2. So it has the same reflexive meaning of form 2, which means, let's take allama. So allama is to teach, right? To cause someone to learn, to make someone learn. But ta'allama, which is form 6, it's to teach oneself, or let's say you're doing the action to yourself. It's inward action. Here we have it also, inward action. Then form tafa'ala, form 6, it is reflexive meaning of form 3, which is also like doing something mutually, like awana, to help, and ta'awana, to help someone. You're doing something mutually. Then form 7, in fa'ala.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't understand the form 5 and form 6.
Form 5 and form 6. So form
Yeah.
5, sister, take the example of, let's say, allama, okay?
Okay.
Allama is to teach, right? When you're saying to teach, we already mentioned in the form 2, allama, you're making someone learn, right? You're
Yes.
causing someone to learn. But form 5, ta'allama, you're teaching oneself, you're teaching yourself, you're doing the action towards yourself. It's like inward action is happening here.
That means I am learning myself.
Yeah. But in the case of form 6, tafa'ala, this is, as we mentioned, this is a reflexive meaning of form 3. So you are doing something mutually, in mutual party. So it's a reciprocal meaning between two or more parties. It's actually the same as form 3 because the form types is similar, you see, but it has a reflexive meaning because it is a mutual meaning here.
Yeah, form 3, I understood that it involves parties, others.
Yes.
So
And the same way, the tafa'ala is also reflexive meaning of form 3, like awana, to help, but ta'awana, you're helping someone. So it involves parties again.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Then form 7, infa'ala. Infa'ala, this is very interesting. We would go into the chart and you will see that form 7 and form 9, they have a passive type meaning. Okay, so infa'ala, this is they have passive meaning of form 1, which means, let's say kasara. Like kasara means to break. Okay, if we form 7 from that, it would be in kasara, which means it broke. So you see, it broke, it has already a passive meaning there. Okay, same way form 9 would go here also. Again, form 9 will have a passive meaning. So if Allah, so we have here it became red. Ihmarra we have. So ihmarra means it became red. I'm not making someone red, or I'm not making something. So there's no I there. There's no doer. So this is a passive meaning again. If Allah, form 9 and form 7, remember these two forms has passive meanings. And then we have form 8. Form 8 is reflexive again, or we can say effortful action of form 1. For example, let's say sami'a. Sami'a is to hear, okay? But the form 8 of sami'a would be istama'a. Istama'a, it is to listen very carefully. So let's say it has a effortful action of form 1. Form 8 has an effortful action of form 1. And the last one is form 10. So form 10 is when you're seeking or attempting something. The most popular example is nasara. Nasara, form 1, we know it is to help. And istansara is to ask for help or to seek help. So the action here, we have action of seeking or attempting something. So asking or seeking something. Okay, so do not worry about these meanings for now, because this we would be covering very deeply. Each form we will take, and you will see it is very interesting to know these common meanings to understand the verb forms easily. But for now, this lesson is about the chart. So we would focus on the chart memorization only. So from this chart, as I mentioned, the first thing to memorize is the 9 keys of conjugation. Okay, Madi, Mudari, Amr, Nahi, Fa'il, Maf'ul, Masdar, Madi, Majhul, Mudari, Majhul. Now, the form 1 we have here, we already know. I'll just remind you the families, the babs, 6 babs, if you remember from module 1. We can call them like Bab Noon, or we can call them Bab Nasara, right? So bab daraba, bab fataha we can call. So let me just take one, and then I would like you to very quickly read this form 1, and then we'll go to the main part, which is from form 2. So we know the Madi and Mudari forms of these babs, the 6 babs. Nasara yansuru. Just a moment. Yes. Nasara yansuru. Amr, we know how it is formed. I'm not going to it. And Nahi, we also know how it is formed. So, unsur la tansur, right? Then we have file pattern. We know the ismu file pattern is fa'ilun, right? Nasirun, daribun, fatihun, sami'un, hasibun, and the only exception is Karuma family, which is Karimun. Okay. And ismu maf'ul, we know the pattern is maf'ulun. So ismu fa'il maf'ul of form 1, fa'ilun, maf'ulun. Masdar is it's like nasrun, darbun, fathun, sam'un, hisabanun, and karamun. This is the only difference in this the masdar form, which we have to remember. And madi mudari, madi majhul, mudari majhul, we already know from module 1 how it is formed. We remember we said a pattern or ila pattern. So nasara becomes nusira, right? And mudari majhul, the alamatu mudari first takes again you, and the last takes alu pattern, yumsaru. Okay. So this is something we know. I would just like to each one of you read one form, and then we will go to form 2. Please, someone can come forward. Sister Shamila, do you want to go?
Yes.
Yes,
Bismillah.
just tell the Bab family the name, like Bab
Yeah.
Nun or Bab Nasara, and then read.
Okay. Bab Zaraba yang suruh.
Mhm.
So it's Zaraba Madi, Mudari yang suruh, Yazribu, Amr Izrib, La Tazrib, Nahi, Ismu Fa'il, Zaribun, Ismu Maf'ul, Mazrubun, Master Zarbun, Madi Majhul Zuriba, Mudari Majhul Yuzrabu.
Yuzrabu. Okay. Good. Next person, please. Just a moment. We saw the list. Sister Nazneen, do you want to go? Sister Nazneen, Sister Rais.
Yes, I can go. Like Nasara,
Yes.
Madi Nasara, Mudare Yansuru, Amar, Unsuru.
Sister, read this one, the third one. Fataha.
Fataha, Yaftahu, Iftah. And Madi Mudare, Amar, Nahi, La, Tan, Tuftah. Taftah. La Taftah. Fa'il, Fati'un, Maftuhun, Fatahun is Masdar, Fa'il, Maful, Masdar. And Madi Mudare and Madi Majhul, Mudare Majhul is Futiha, Yuftahu.
Yuftahu. Okay. Good. Can you read the next one?
Yes.
Sorry, I was away from the computer.
Yeah, Sister Nazneen, do you want to read? Sami'a, Babasam.
Sure. Samia yasma'u isma'u la tasma'u
No.
sami'un
Isma.
isma la tasma'u
No,
sami'un
لا تسمع.
It is
La
sukoon
tasma.
at the end.
La tasma Sa Sami'un, Masma'un, Sam'un, Sami'a,
Sumia,
Yasma'u.
Sumia,
Sami'a, Yasma'u.
Sumia, Sumia.
Sumia, it's Sumia. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sumia, Yasma'u.
Yeah, well, Sister Nazneen.
Yusma'u.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Sister Nazneen and everyone.
Yes.
This is not just
Mhm.
you, actually. When we are reading these, especially the Arabic alphabet, they
Mhm.
can change the meaning completely. I mean,
Yes.
Ustada has been explaining to you the, from 1 to 10 verb forms,
Mhm.
how they are
Mhm.
forms, whether fatha, dhamma, kasra, and
Mhm.
whatever. So
Mhm.
if you are changing, where is dhamma or where is fatha or where is kasra, if you change
Mhm.
that around, the meaning will completely change and it will
Yes.
be something else than what we are trying to teach you. So
Remember.
for everybody's attention, Sami'a, yasma'u, isma' la tasma' sami'un, masmu'un, sam'un, sumiya, yusma'u.
Yes, ma'am.
You take it one at a time and spell
Yes.
it correctly, please. Okay?
Inshallah. No, it was small. I couldn't see properly.
Okay.
I increased it.
Okay.
Can I read once more, please?
Yeah, yeah, do that,
Yeah.
please.
I'm sorry. Yes.
No.
Sami'a, Yasma'u, Isma', La Tasma', Sami'un, Masma'u, Masmu'un, Sam'un, Sumi'u'a, Yasma'u.
Yeah. No,
Yusma.
yusma'u,
Yusma'u. Yusma'u.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sumi'a yusma'u.
Yusma'u.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Just remember again, Madi Mudari, it is for all these verbs.
Mhm.
It will be Madi Majhul would be the fa kalima, let's say the first letter would take Dhamma, okay? It will take U.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
then we have Ila. Remember from the pattern?
Yes.
Ila
Yes.
pattern. So Nasara becomes Nusira. Doraba becomes Duriba. So
Duriba.
U, I, A. Okay? And Mudari
Yes.
Majhul, the Alamuta Mudari would take again the first Ya, Yansuru would take you. Okay? And the
Yes.
last one will be Alu. Au. Yansaru. Yadrabu. Okay?
Yes. Yes. Inshallah.
Okay. Next person, please.
Jazakallah.
Let's do this quickly.
Yeah. Next is Shamila, I take, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yes, yes. Hasiba,
Mm-hmm.
hasiba, yahsibu, mudari yahsibu, amr ihsib, nahi la tahsib, ismu fa'il hasibun, ismu maf'ul mahsubun, masdar his
Hisab.
Hisaban.
okay hisabanun,
Mm-hmm.
madi majhul husiba, mudari majhul yuhsabu.
Yeah. Sister Shamila,
Yes.
you don't need to mention Madi Maruf, Mudari Maruf, Amr, Nahi,
Okay.
Ismul Mafail, Ismul Maful, Mazdar, Madi
Yeah.
Majhul, Mudari Majhul. Now,
Okay.
the main topic of tonight is that every one of you memorize the header blindly without even thinking. Like
Um,
Ustada already asked most of you,
yeah.
right? Madi maruf, mudari maruf, okay? Amr,
Okay.
nahi, ismu fa'il, ismu mahful, masdar, madi majhul, mudari majhul. You memorize them in a way that it is in tip of your tongue, and you never ever forget that. Now
Okay.
then you read the Bab Nasara, Bab Daraba, Bab Fataha, and you place them under the heading. So
Okay.
we know how Madi Maruf start. Okay, if it's
Yes.
Hasiba, it will be Hasiba. You've learned that on module 1, Hasiba.
Yes.
Mudari
Hasiba
Maruf,
yahsibu.
yeah, Mudari Maruf, Yahsibu.
Yes.
Amr, ihsib.
Yes. Mm.
Nahi, which is la tahsib.
Yes.
And then hasibun, mahsubun. Okay?
Yes.
Hisabanun. Okay? Husiba,
Yeah.
yuhsabu.
Yes.
And then you will fit the headers under those terms that I've just read. Okay? That's it.
Okay.
This is what we done when we learn.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ustada, I just want to say something. For rapid memorizing, if you go Madi Maru, Mudari Maru, that's
You never
fine.
memorize it.
We memorize it. Madi Mudari Amor Nahi. Ismu fa'il like that. So don't go on saying Madi Maru, Mudari Maru. That's gonna hold you back. To memorize it fast, just blindly say Madi Mudari Amor Nahi like that. Don't go into like Amor and then imperative or Nahi prohibited, not like that, or Madi Maru. Just the header. Just you don't go, otherwise
Yeah.
it will be kind of holding yourself back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, Ustada Bushra.
Yes.
What module are we teaching here?
Module 2.
Module 2, really? 45 minutes gone, you have been doing the beginning memorization part, 45 minutes, I mean, not less than that, say half an hour. Since it started, you have been talking about module 1, this conjugation.
No,
This-
we're just reading it.
No,
Ustad.
one second. Everybody follow what I'm saying. This is not what we will be doing. This is just, it is supposed to be just a quick catch up of module 1. These are people been taught. They have been taught about this multiple times over the last 6 months, 9 months. So stop here, please. Your principal is saying, start this next part, bottom part. This is where comes the real job. Okay, sarrif, sarrif. So stop here, please, completely. This is waste of time, I would say, because this time should be spent more on everything else in this whole lesson. This is your future. This is going to make you really, really good. Without this, you are no good at all for module 2. This lesson. So without any more time gone into that, Ustad Bushra, it's not your fault, it's nobody's fault. It is sometimes someone senior like me should step in saying, like, what are you doing? That's not right. You should be spending that much time on this part, that much time in that part. You should have a clear plan. Nobody's fault. Please start, Sarif, form 2.
Okay, so form 2, I would just briefly point out the differences of form 2, 3, 4. Now we said for form 2 that ain kalima is extra being added from form 1, right? Fa'ala becomes fa'ala. So we have sarrafa here, where ra is being added. So sarrafa in mudari'u, it becomes yusarrifu. So the main point here is that it starts with you. If you have seen in the form 1, the mudari'u, we have learned it starts with ya, right? Alamuta mudari is ya, 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 ya. But in 2, 3, 4, you would see it starts with you, you, you. So this is the most important part here. Remember this, please make a note that 2, 3, 4, alamuta mudari will begin with you. Now, Amr. Amr of form 2, sarrafa, yusarrifu, sarrif. Sarrif, we know that Amr, Hamzatul Wasl should be added, but you see, Hamzatul Wasl is not here because when we form the Amr form, the Sod, of course, doesn't take a sukun and it will not need Hamzatul Wasl. So it becomes the Amr form of form 2 is Sarrif. Nahi is la tusarrif. Again, la plus 2 here. La plus 2. This yusarrifu, la tusarrifu. So this alamat mudari again takes dhamma. It becomes 2. Again, 2, 3, 4. If you see, لا تصرفوا, لا تقاتلوا, لا تكرموا. So all this will take 2 because the alamat mudari maruf, which is you. So this part is done. Again, the second part is, again, we said fa'il, maf'ul, masdar. So fa'il, you will see there is a common pattern here. Mufa'ilun, musarrifun, and maf'ul is musarrafun. So you see here we would have a kasra here, musarrifun, mufa'ilun, but in maf'ul we would have a fatha here, musarrafun. The masdar part in all the forms is unique. This is something we have to memorize by heart. And then Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul, this is easy. We have already mentioned U'i'a. So Sarrafa becomes Surrifa. And Mudari Majhul, Alamut Mudari again takes U at the beginning. Yusarrafu, Alu at the end. Yusarrafu. I would like someone to come in and read this part for me, please. The form 2 pattern. Anyone?
Sister Shamila.
Sister Shamila?
Yes. The pattern is fa'ala.
Yes. Sarrafa.
Yeah, so it's sarrafa, yusarrifu, mudari, sarrif.
Yeah, you don't have to say 9 keys should be in your heart, as Ustad Aisha
Yes.
said, Ustad Muhammad said. You have to
Yes,
imagine that. Don't,
yes.
otherwise you'll not get it. Myself, Ustad Aisha, Ustad Muhammad, everybody, they all have done it. They know what number is this, 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 9. Then sarrafa, yusarrifu, sarrif, la tusarrif, musarrifun, musarrafun, tasrifun, surrifa, yusarrifu, sorry, yusarrafu. So that way,
Okay.
do not bring
Okay.
anything, then you will not be able to memorize, and then you will be struggling
Yes.
a lot. Okay.
Yes, Ustad. So sarrafa, yusarrifu, sarrif, la tusarrif, musarrifun, musarrafun, tasrifun, surrifa, yusarrifu.
Yusarrafu.
Musarrafu, yes,
Alu and
Alu.
Alu pattern, yes. Alu, yes.
do you call alu in Sri Lankan for potato?
No, but after coming here, I know it because my friends.
Pakistan,
Yes,
India,
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh,
Yes.
alu.
Yeah.
Without alu, you cannot live.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to ask all our senior students and teachers here, including Aisha, try to refresh your memory, and you will try to do it as fast as you can as well as a part of this drill, just to inspire others. And finally, if you get to that level of memorization, it will never go. But it took time for Brother Muhammad, Aisha, Sister Fazia was one of the fastest. She is not here. I think Sister Shahida is there as well. So everybody memorized it. So everybody will have a drill, but carry on like this, inshallah. Sister Shamila,
Yes.
mashallah.
Okay, can anyone read the form 3, please?
Okay. Qatala yuqatilu. Should I go? Huh? Qatala yuqatilu. I should continue.
Yes, please.
Qatila tuqat.
Start again. Yes, sister.
Yes, sister.
Muqatilun, muqatalun, muqatalatun, kitalun, qutilun, yuqatalun.
MashaAllah, mashallah. We didn't hear for a few seconds, but mashallah, your speed was very good because you did it and did it and did it and did it. You got it, mashallah. Good.
Okay. Do Akrama. Okay. Ustaz
Akram, Shalom.
Akrama yukrimu, akrim la tukrim, mukrimun, mukramun, ikramun, ukrima, yukramun.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Who is coming next?
May 5 or 4? I can try.
Anyone you can do.
Fine.
Just to inspire everybody.
Okay, I will. Can I do 3-1? Khatala.
Yeah, yeah.
Khatala yukhatilu. Khatala yukhatilu. Khatil. Khatilun. Ya khatil. La tukhatil. Mukhatil. Mukhatal. Mukhatalan. Mukhatalun. Mukhatalun. Mukhatalatun.
Okay.
Talun.
Okay, mashallah, good.
Okay. इसमें
who-
मफूल is मुखातलुन मुखातलातुन
Utila,
खुतिला युखातलु
Alu, Yuqatalu. Okay.
युखातलु
MashaAllah, very good. So I think Ustada Bushra, you can carry on the way you
Yeah.
are doing. Fine.
Yeah.
Ustaz Shammi left. That I don't
Oh,
know.
oh, oh, she must do this. She must do it. She's escaping. Shammi, are there? Ustad Muhammad, I want to hear from you as well, please.
And Sister Shahida is there as well.
يصرف لا تصرف مصرف مصرف تصريف صرف يصرف.
MashaAllah. That means it is in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. All of them, they did it. All of them. But it may take, a few minutes
Okay.
to refresh.
Let me also do one.
Another one. Fine.
Akurama
Your Wi-Fi is problem.
Grammar.
Ikraman Ukriman Tuk Yukraman.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Your Wi-Fi was a little disturbing. That's fine, MashaAllah, sister. Okay, Ustad Bushra, you carry on now, usual, as usual.
So again, 2, 3, 4. I'm just mentioning it again. You see the difference. You, right? From form 5, you already see that it is back to normal. So the mudari is again ya. So form 5. Form 5, takabbala, yatakabbalu. Again, ya is coming back. Amr is taqabbal. Nahi is la taqabbal. Mutakabbilun. Mutafa'ilun. Again, we have a kasra, so please see the pattern of fa'il. And fatha, mutafa'alun, mutakabbalun. Here it has a fatha. Then again, masdar. Takabbulun is something unique we have to remember. So this part of masdar should be memorized. This part.
Downward, top to bottom.
Yeah. And then Madi Mudari again, it is UER, always the same. So Takabbala would be Tukubbila. So Ta becomes Tu, Tukubbila EA, and Mudari Majhul is again Alamatu Mudari with the Dhamma and Alu Yutakabbalu. The next one, the form 6, it is the same way. Ya is coming back. The Alamatu Mudari is Ya. Yatakabbalu, takabbala, yatakabbalu, takabal, la taqabal, mutaqabilun. Again, kasra here, mutaqabalun, fatha here, and then masdar is takabulun, which is unique, and then madi mudari, tuqubila, tuqubila, then ta is being changed to tu, tuqubila, ia, and mudari majhul. Again, ya is with dhamma, yutaqabalu, alu. Then I would like someone to read this, form 5 and form 6. Please come forward. Sister Shamila. Can you see my screen?
No, the screen went away.
Just a moment. It's back. Can you see?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Sister Shamila. Form 5 and Form 6.
Okay, Bismillah. تقبل يتقبل تقبل لا تقبل متقبل متقبل تقبل yeah
Something wrong again.
I will stop sharing. I will share my screen, please. Just a moment.
Mm.
Ustad,
Yes.
is there any tips to memorize this?
Tip is very simple tip, very important tip. Tip is sit down, close door, so nobody can listen to you. Find some time, go through this 10 times.
Okay.
If it's not happened, 15 times. If it didn't happen, 20 times. Simultaneously, before you start blind memorizing, you write it down once or twice or 3 times. It will be okay. This is the tip, okay?
Yeah, I've got a tip for you.
Eh?
Yeah.
I've got a tips for everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Now you see the chart after the class, print it please.
Yeah.
Print it from your side.
Yeah. Good.
Put it by your desk.
Yes.
One copy in the kitchen.
Yeah. On the fridge.
Yes.
In the fridge, yeah, in the kitchen, fridge. And one by your desk where you work.
Yeah.
And one in the
In,
bed.
in front of the cooker allowed, Ustad, or risky, is it?
It's risky, yeah.
Oven cooker.
Yeah, in the fridge,
Yes.
yeah. Right. And every time you
Yes.
go around your house, right? You
Yeah.
see that, and you keep repeating it one at a time, you know?
Yeah.
The Bab Nasara, which is about, verb 1, you should have already memorized that in module 1.
Yes.
It's 2 to 10, which you need to memorize, like Sarrafa, you Sarrifu, right? This one, carry on doing it one line at a time, and
Very good.
you've actually memorized it fully without stopping, without even, making any mistake.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
I have
sure.
another related tip, Ustad.
Yeah.
Related, what you said, just added to that. It is really the best way that you print it out and keep it in several places, because say you are cooking or you are doing something where you can keep talking yourself by yourself. So you keep doing it while you're cooking, frying some eggs or something
Yeah.
curry, and you keep saying sarrafa, you mixed up, muddled up. You are looking at the chart and coming back to your cooking. So that's
Yeah.
the help. Sitting room, you are hoovering or something. You are saying that and you mixed up, and you have a look at the list and then carry on working. This way, it will be all okay for you.
Inshallah.
This chart has to be like this. Okay. All right.
Can I add something?
Yes, please.
It's got a pattern if you have a look at it. When you have Madi Mudari, Sarrafa, Yusarrifu, okay? Then you
Yeah.
do Sarrif, La to Sarrif. They are both Sukun at the end, okay? Sarrif,
Yes.
La to Sarrif. Musarrifun, it is Mufail, is always coming with a kasra. Musarrifun, Musarrafun, Mahful, we always know there's a fatha, okay? So Musarrifun, Musarrafun. And because Mazdar is different, for every different pattern. So this one is, it took me so long to memorize because I always used to get muddled up. So look for Sarrafa is Tasrifun. Then Qatala is Muqatalatun or Kitalun. Akrama is Ikramun. So this one, you have to go like sideways, top to bottom in your head. But otherwise, the other, you just in your head, Sarrafa, Yusarrifu. Sarrif, La to Sarrif. Can you see those?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got sukun at the end. Okay? And then
Yes.
Musarrafun. Tasrifun. Then the Madi Majul and Mudari Majul is Uia.
This is the pattern they have learned already in Majul chapter.
Uia and
Yeah.
Alu.
Yes.
So if you have that in your head, like, okay, inshallah you get like qatala yuqatilu, qatil la tuqatil. So 2 by 2, or whichever way you find it easier, you do it. Just
Yes.
find some kind of pattern and do it.
Okay,
Inshallah.
Bushra, I need about 15 minutes if I can, because I'll show something. So
Okay.
if you could finish this chart.
The last part. Okay. I will just explain this one. I've just mentioned it actually. Form 7 and Form 9. As I said, this has passive type meaning. Like in fatara is to be split, and ihmarra to become red. So you see the passive meaning here. That is why, of course, it will not have any majhul forms here. You see, form 7 and form 9 doesn't has majhul forms here. And of course, it will not have ism maf'ul because it already has a passive meaning in it. So again, the same way we divide it to the 4, like in fatara yanfatiru, in fatir la tanfatir. Munfatirun is ism fa'il. Maf'ul we do not have because it has a passive meaning, and masdar is infitarun. Okay, something unique. Form 8, ijtanaba yajtanibu, ijtanib la tajtanib. I would suggest you divide it to 4, 3, 2 to make it easier. Again, fa'il, maf'ul fa'il has a kasra, mujtanibun, so ni here, kasra, and maf'ul mujtanabun, so it has a fatha here. And the masdar is unique, ijtinabun. Madi majhul ujtuniba, u'i'a, yujtanabu, you, and alu. This is very rare. We already mentioned this very rare form. And form 10 is istaf'ala, to seek help. So ista plus fa with a sukun and ala. So istansara, yastansiru, istansir la tastansir. Then mustansirun, again a kasra in ismu fa'il, mustansarun, fatha in ismu maf'ul, masdar unique, istinsarun. And again, u'i'a, madi majhul, ustunsira, yustansaru, you with the alamat mudari, and alu at the end. So the main thing here is to spot the differences. I would suggest you to make notes of that because in 2, 3, 4, once again, 2, 3, 4, alamat mudari begins with you. And that is why the nahi form would be la plus 2. Okay. And then remember that form 7, form 9, and form 1 karuma, which we missed. So karuma, here it doesn't have majhuls because it has majhuls and ism maf'ul because it has a passive type meaning. I would suggest first learn the 9 keys of conjugations and then divide the chart maybe with 4, 3, 2, or at least like this. 2, 2, and then 3, 2. Ustad, I think you can go.
MashaAllah, good. Excellent. Ustad Muhammad, I think you'll be coming next week.
Yeah.
To start again memorization.
Yeah.
Of this. So whatever, okay, let me bring my screen, inshallah. Whatever she has covered, Ustad.
Yeah.
Because this chart, as you know, as you remember, everybody, it takes many. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This chart has got a lot of things there. The more you grasp the content of this chart, the stronger you become on this whole form 1 to 10 bar. And Ustad Muhammad, if you could just try to remember what she has covered, and then you do the rest as a part of this memorization. Because this chart, I'll just quickly touch on. They're color coded, and there is a reason why, and everything has a meaning there. Can you see 2, 3, 4? They're kind of blue family. Then can you see 5, 6? It's another color. Then 6, 7, 8, another color, because there is something similar between these two to distinguish with other groups here. And then 9, 10 is on its own, unique. They're not there's no similarity with any other thing. So Ustad Muhammad will look into that, explain this. Then also, to be split is colored, just to show, as Ustad just touched on, this is passive meaning. And why in passive meaning, Ismul Maf'ul will not be there? If it is why, rather than saying it's not, passive meaning, no, we need to tell more. Think about it, inshallah. I mean, I'll be around as well. I'll add on whenever. So these are very, very important. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, Ustad Bushra, can you just confirm how many pages are there on the lesson you are sharing now? You did share earlier.
Just a
How many
minute.
pages? Slides? How many?
Just a minute. So more than 16, 17, 17.
Total 17?
Yeah,
So if it is 11 number, is it more or less than before?
less.
Less, okay? So it's a good news, alhamdulillah, but it is now compact and absolutely what is needed. And it is new, which is done, completed about a week ago. I've already shared this with you. Ustad Muhammad, you will be teaching the other new version, which I have given in the group, module 2. Okay, Ustad?
Yeah. Will do.
Okay. Now, the video will be also up tomorrow, if not latest day after. It should be tomorrow. There's no reason. It's all done about a week ago, our technical department, inshallah. So make sure everybody, from now on, you will be looking at the new lesson PDF of this. That's one thing. What's the time? 10, 16. Okay. Then I will quickly show. The other good news is, can you see the page? It's much more clearer than before. It's a bigger font than before. Okay? And for reading and memorizing, this is much, much better. Sister Shamila, if you are printing,
Yes.
try to be a little clever, because this is what you need. You see, this is what you need. Can you see? I'll just use the pen. You only need this part. You may screenshot it.
Yeah.
And put it on a A4 page, full.
Yeah. Yes.
Vertical. Turn it around. Then you print it out. It's a very big font you will see. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Ustad. I already printed it 23 pages, but it's very small.
Thank you very much, and I'm sorry.
I'll print it in the big form, and inshallah.
Now, but only this you need. Okay, rest of the things
Yeah.
you just for memorizing. Only this thing you need.
Inshallah.
Okay. So, and then on this chapter, I have reduced the size, reduced the content, because what is very important, I have kept it. The rest I have just ignored this time. So we need this. Ustad has not covered it. Brother Muhammad is supposed to cover it, inshallah, next week. Ustad Muhammad will please, after this, can you see? After this is, how fa'ala, one form 1 has become fa'ala. So it is straight to explaining what is added, what is dropped, and how this transformation has taken place between one form to another form. So straight after, in the front page, you have this, and then in next page, you have got. You see, it's important that we don't spend much time, but just remind them that this is the module 1. This is the module 1 and form 1. we have studied, it is just a quick glance through. And then this is your focus starts, and you will continue that. And then also, these things that Bushra probably covered, that reflexive, reciprocal, and all this. This has been now simplified and even made much better. Okay, so you will see every form at the top they have got there. It's called impact, what impact it makes. So this is like a summary of what type of verb it is. Can you see? Make, happen, etc. And then a little bit more on this, because these things people get mixed up very quickly. So it is done in a very, very good way. And this corresponding video of that, Alhamdulillah, I've gone through this again and again and again in correction and made it better. It is one of the best teaching, the video. So along with that, if you study and always come prepared in advance if you can, you will have a much better grasp on it, inshallah. Okay. And also every lesson now, every form has got now Quranic example in the same page. It was not there before. Okay. It is all here. And the impact, this is important, this is key message. This is, people get mixed up. Which one is intensive, which is causative, which is reflexive, which is reciprocal, which is associative. Too much, okay? But this is something you will be really, really making a big note of it. Each verb, what is the impact it makes on the action of the verb? And what is the concept behind? So if you really study this, it will be much better. And you feel sorry for the previous students who did it because they didn't have it. Is that okay? Okay. So this is, it has got, and Sister Bushra, you mentioned something, so it is changed, so no problem with that. Before it was mixed up in the previous PDF, okay? So that's I wanted to show. And this one at the end, inshallah, I will summarize. This is always teacher's note. This is not for the students, and they will have it in the file anyway. But this is very, very good summary of everything. This is, all in one page, which verb does what, and how verb form 2 is different from 3 in terms of it. We call it impact. And then concept of each verb, causative, intensive, associative, reciprocal, engagement. If you read this will be so easy for you, and you will never get mixed up, and you will be so good in interpreting the meaning, inshallah. So that's what I wanted to say. And now I will go back to this, because Brother Muhammad might say it, but I will just remind you, it's a simple thing. And I would ask question here to students as well, everybody. So we have learned that in Form 1, Madi Majhul is, what is the form? Madi Majhul. What is the form? Fu ila, right? Everybody remember?
Yes. U-E-A.
U-E-A. So I do it here. U-E-A. You know that, mashallah, good. And you know it is Yuf.
Yuf'alu.
Yuf. Yuf. Alu. So we get clearly alu here and ila here. Okay.
Yes.
People try to do it differently, and it is not allowed. You cannot do it any other way, only this way, because ain kalima and fa kalima is the focus here for Madi Majhul and Mudari Majhul. Okay, and you know it will be, the fa kalima will be always Dhamma, correct? Dhamma. fu, and then yuf'alu. This is standard, universal. So who can tell me the best way? What is the teaching rule? How can we just, because it's the three letter, it's okay, UEA, but what about istansara, yustansiru? I'm sorry, istansara, yastansiru. Now this yastansiru is becoming in Mudariyu yustans.
Saru.
Yes, yustansaru. Okay, what is the formula here? Who can teach this now? And I will help you. Can you confidently say this is the rule here, unwritten rule?
So basically, you
In Majid
leave-
Fiva, yes, Brother Irfan.
So in case of Yustansiru being Mazi Majul, Yustansara, you actually start from the very end of the letters. You leave the letter as it is, and then find the Dhamma, Fatah, and then continue with that. That's what actually my understanding is.
It's not clear, it's fine, but
Is it
please pay
is
attention.
it the
We haven't got much time, please, everybody. So as I
is
say,
it the okay?
Sister Shamila, I think it's what I'm going to say.
Yes.
You haven't come across with that yet, but listen to this, inshallah.
Okay.
UER and Alu Ila formula we told everybody, okay? So Alu Ila applies to Ain Kalima and Lam Kalima. You have to understand. So no matter if it is 4-letter verb, fa'ala or fa'ala, then all this long thing, and then comes istansara. Alu ila formula applies to here, Madi Mudari, okay? This is Ain Kalima, Lam Kalima. This is Ain Kalima, Lam Kalima. So it will be, if it was 3-letter verb, it will be fu, si, ra. Okay? Fu, si, ra. And in Mudari, it will be yuf, saru. Example. So this is fixed alu ila, following alu ila formula. The rest is your fa kalima. Get this point. The rest is your fa kalima. How is it? Does it work? Okay,
Well,
first.
Ustad, on Ustansira and Ustansaru, Aluila is applying there, Sira and Saru.
Yeah, I told you. This is no problem.
Yeah.
This is Ain Kalima, Lam Kalima. This whole, pay attention, please. The whole thing is my fa radical. So if it was a 3-letter verb, this should have been fu here and yuf here. Okay? Now listen to this. So we have got sarrafa. We have got sarrafa. So what happened here? Sarrafa, yusarrifu. Sarrafa, this is alu ila applying here. Ila applying here, which is madi. Okay? So this is whatever harakat it has got, it will become dhamma. Remember this. Pay attention. This is fa kalima. It can be 1 letter, it could be 2 letter. I'm coming to that. If it is 1 letter, it will become fu, irrespective of whatever harakat it is here. So if it is 2-letter here, because Mudari will be 2-letter, how do you make it? Turn this into kind of one compound thing. So can you see? Sarrafa, surrifa. Yusarrifu. Yusa is remaining exactly same as before. Because has already taken as a form. It's a characteristic. So that if it is one of them, you will make it dhamma anyway. So this is something you know. Okay? So yusa remains same. Yusarrifu, because by pronunciation, it's easy to do. Look at the next one. Qatala, qutila. Now question, how has it become ku instead of ka? Now this is something you may have heard this rule before. Depending on the situation, alif will be converted into waw because it has to be U sound. So if it is U sound, this alif has to become waw. That is a common sense. That's why it's ku. Alif has become waw because this is going to be, this has to be U sound. That's why it is U, then this one. It is ku, then it was originally ka, it is now ku, because this alif has to be turned into waw because of this dhamma. So I hope this is simple, you understood that, okay? Now what is happening here? Again, ka remains same because there is no other issue there, pronunciation issue. See, as we go along, what happens? Here, akrama, ukrimu. This is my fa kalima. So this is akrama. This is fa kalima. Akrama. This is ain lam. Okay. So it is ak here, and it has to be uk sound because it has to be dhamma sound for my madi majhul. So that's why alif has taken dhamma, and ka remained with sukun, so that sound is now compact, uk. That is the point. If sukun is there, sukun will remain because you need sukun there. Okay? So, uk, ak, uk. Okay, now look at the next one. Takabbala. So, we have to have this as a one compact word. Compact section. So taka has become tuku. Okay? Taka has become tuku. Here, again, simple, it has gone back to original mudario, yutaka, bala, yuta remains same. Okay, yuta.
Takabbalu.
Yeah, yutaka, balu. Yutaka, together it remains same. Balu remains as before. Okay, it has to be alu. Okay, here, takabala and tuku, again, this alif. This alif has become waw there, right? You understand? Because it is taking u sound, dhamma form to start with, so everything will follow that as well. Now, it doesn't always follow, but with this type of structure, you will see which one follows, which one doesn't. But main thing is you are making this as one fa kalima and see how best it can be transformed. If you see one after another, you will see the pattern here. So tuku bila, I think you understood clearly. And look at this, yutaka remains same as mudario. Yutaka and balu is exactly same except ya and you. Okay. Now here it is interesting. I think yes. Ifta'ala and ijtanaba. So this is the fa kalima. What would be the best? They made it ujtu. Because of the fa with dhammas to start with, they have made everything ujtu. Sukun will remain as it is. Ujtu. Okay, ujtu. And yujtanabu, yujta. So what happened here? Can you see you has become, and the rest fa kalima compound letter is intact. Yajta, yujta. Again, it's fa. Okay, it's fa. This one in the same way. Istaf'ala, istansara. This will be ustun. And it has become dhamma. Ustun saru. It has to be alu. So point is, alu ila is fixed, remember, mudari majhul and madi majhul. You have to just play with this, and there is some pattern and common and slightly uncommon as well, and you will get used to it. That I thought this may not be taught separately, but this tip might help you. Okay. Any questions, Sister Bushra? Just quickly ask if related to what you taught. You may answer, I can answer, and then we can leave, inshallah. Any
Any
other?
questions, students, related to this lesson? I think no.
Ustad Muhammad will cover, will prepare himself for just this page 1 and 2 again. Then obviously from next day, this form will start, right? Am I right?
I'm doing Form 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
You are not doing form 1, Ustad.
No, not Form 1. I mean
You're doing page 1 and 2, this new page, Ustad, okay?
the new page, okay.
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah.
Because she has done some, you will do the rest.
Yeah.
And then you will also do some more. You will be going through these 2 pages as well.
Yeah.
So it may be 3 pages on that. Forget about everything. Work on these pages. Page 1, page 2. And then the next teacher will start from form 2, if I'm right, 2, 3, 4 on the next day. So we are going through this page, 2 pages, once more again next week with the help of Ustad Muhammad. Okay, there are a lot more things, little things. Think about it to start, and then make a list, and then share, inshallah. Okay.
Will
If
do.
no question, Ustad, then let's go.
Yeah. Students, if you haven't got any more question, I like to conclude it here. It was very interesting. Our Ustad Bushra has done a brilliant job. You can share your thought, how you felt about her teaching. I mean, she's done a very good job, and I've been listening at the background as well. Yeah. Now, then, this lesson, like our Ustad said, will be done again on Sunday, this coming Sunday. We'll go through again, page 1 and 2. But my request to all of you, that you must memorize this before the next lesson. And especially the verb form 1, which we already taught you in module 1. I don't need to spend any more time on verb nasara, verb daraba, and things like that. It should be on tip of your tongue, right? We may ask you randomly, can one of you just, repeat this for me? And it should be done fluently without you even hesitating it. And the headers of this chart, it should be memorized blindly, okay? And we will also go through some example in there, inshallah, on Sunday. So please listen to the video. Ustad has already shared the video and new PDF lesson on the group. So you can go through and make note, inshallah. Until
Ustad,
then, yes.
can we get this new PDF